These are really pretty.
You already see the tricolor, the shakubu or whatever that I got? I left them sitting on.
Look at this guy. It's a brown-headed cowbird. Look at this guy, made a visit. I didn't even know those were around here. Are these native?
They are.
Oh, there's another one.
They're native to temperate and subtropical North America, so yes.
There. Anyways, I'm cutting these dowels for a paint organizer that I'm making, and they need to be like 1.5 inches long. So that's what you're gonna see me do right now. Let's measure 1.5. And I get some safety gear. And now I have all these. Okay, this is the other part of my paint project. Unfortunately, these are all like uneven up here, so I kind of have to adjust. And they're really thin, so I have to glue them up. So my desk is a mess. And I also have to drill some stuff into it. And these will go here. And we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to set the camera up, and yeah. I had to clear off my desk to do this, but here I am. Okay, so that missing scene, sorry about that, but I basically screwed the dowels in and put everything together. So that's why now you're watching me just organize my paints. So enjoy that, because I forgot how to hit record. All right, this is the whole thing organized with paint. I'm not gonna count them. You can count them if you want. Let me know in the comments how many paint thingies there are. But it's supposed to go up there. But honestly, I don't trust it because it might fall on me. We'll see. All right, I put it up there, but honestly, it doesn't feel safe. Like, obviously, there's not going to be an earthquake in here, but I bump into this thing pretty often, and I move it around a lot. Might have to do something about that. We'll see. I guess phone eats first during the vlogs. Having some delicious tacos while I watch Fish Tank Review. Don't judge the background. I don't remember what I was saying here, but it was dumb. But the shot was cool, so I decided to keep it. Anyways, here's my dog, Jimmy. Jimmy. What do you got, Jimmy? What do you got? What do you got, Jimmy? What do you got? What do you got, Jimmy? Doing all right. It's like I need a tripod, a phone with a tripod that I just like set. Oh look, it's voiceover Julian again. I got some sofubi in the mail at some point in the day. These are snow cones from Science Patrol. They're just vinyl snow cones. Gonna add it to my vinyl collection. Yep, pretty nifty. This is actually like the first set that I've gotten. I might get more, but there they are. Snow cones made out of vinyl. Not a toy, apparently. Collector's item. Whatever. And here they are, laid out. Have a nice look at them, and that's them, right there. Birthday party. All right. Well, it's Sunday, and I kind of did the vlog thing. Um, I'm gonna try to keep up with it. I think I started off the week with patio garden, so we're gonna do that again. Okay, pepper tower. I fertilized it, so maybe there'll be some good growth in it. Over here, I have the maples. Whoop! Sorry, Chim. Chim just got stuck behind. You okay, buddy? My bonsais. The only problem is one of these is getting crispy over here with its new growth. So I don't know what's up with that. It's a little, whatever. It's looking good. Got these things at Joann's right before it's closing. I fertilized them last week, and now we got some new growth. I think I saw flowers. Anyways. There we go. And all of these. Little baby growth. The thing on this one. But I am fighting these clovers, which are really annoying. This tree has buds on it. So hopefully we'll have some limes soon. Not that they'll be usable until like next year, because it takes forever to grow limes. This plant's got several buds on it. And this is my honeysuckle plant. And hopefully we get to see some hummingbirds. Actually, I'm gonna pop this guy out this way. This guy out. Oh, look at that guy. I fertilized it. Pick this guy up. Just looks like this storm is. I have this citrus. I don't know what kind of citrus this is, but it's been growing in this for a year, maybe a little over a year now. And that's probably going to be a next week, this upcoming week project, where I take this out and repot it because it can't be in here. And then this pepper tower is going to get some corn added to it. And add some corn. And chimney. So this week I also removed this, cleaned this aquarium, added a frosted background, and moved all the fish to this aquarium, which is not looking the best, but I don't care. There's fish food right there. Don't judge me. And yeah, I guess I'll go over the little paludarium here. This is looking all right. Need to add some water though. End of an era here at Joann's. Everything's for sale. Nothing held back. I'm at checkout, but I'm not going back out there to record anymore. Emptiness. Went to see the Thunderbolts. It was a good movie. I recommend it. Enjoy some ASMR cooking. Except for this part and probably the rest of the bit, there's no audio. It's probably because I was watching TV and the audio was being captured in the background. Not to mention, it's probably really difficult to capture the sound of tortillas slapping on a plate. Oh, don't worry about me. So I took a trip to the local fish store and I spent money I didn't need to spend, but otherwise I got to look at some nice aquariums. I ended up getting some fertilizer and some like CO2 tubing accessories for my aquarium. Hopefully the fertilizer boosts the growth in my Foresta paludarium. So we'll see. So this was a kind of an all-day project, and I actually ended up trial and erroring a bunch of stuff, but I didn't record all of that because I'm lazy. So here's the gist of it. These are laser cut storage boxes that stack on top of each other. I did have to resize the original file, and I did make some adjustments because I did want to speed the process up. So the boxes I did make ended up being like 3 different versions of the one project, but overall I think I finally have a project box that works with what I have. Also, laser cutting in the rain, pretty cool, as long as the power doesn't go out. Otherwise I don't recommend it. but it's nice. So here's everything cut out, and everything friction fits into all the slots that are there. Uh, Pretty easy beginner laser cut engraver project. You can see that I kind of stopped with the hex grid because it took more time to do that, and it made the box a little bit more flimsy, or I guess flimsier. So until I get thicker sheets of wood, I probably won't be cutting like that.
This is bad. This leg can't be hanging out like this.
No. Come down. The Japanese maples are 25% off today. We can't take that one home. Look at this one. No, yeah. This one.
Thinking about,
Jim, what do you think?
so what kind of
Found a kumquat tree, calamundon, and I think this is what I'm gonna get. Those are still pretty pricey. So after coming back from the nursery, I had to make room for our new purchases. So here's a time lapse of that. I hope you enjoy the view of the pepper tower as I organize behind it. So here's an ongoing project I have, which is the ChromaSphere Oracle, and I'm currently working on the back plate of this device. And what I've done here is taken the wood, applied painter's tape to the back, and laser etched that tape away along with like a micro millimeter of the top grain of the wood. Unfortunately, I didn't paint the wood, and it is raw, which is going to make it very difficult to paint yellow. So I have to do that all over again. And this is the yellow piece of wood that I'm going to apply tape to, and we're going to do that all over again. So be warned, the next is a strobe warning. Don't mind me, just being blinded. So I kind of failed, and well, this is what we're doing here. I'm primering. This is just so that I have a reference point, so that I know what to say here later. But yeah, a sponge is much better at applying this than a brush. you will see the time lapse and you will notice. Actually, this is the part in the time lapse where I cut and interject and say something. Even though the time lapse is going to be like 30 seconds, right? I guess watch time is what matters in the in like vlogs, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's a 30-minute vlog, we sit through and watch 30 minutes. Enjoy contemplating existence for the next 30 seconds. I'll probably cut away in the time lapse and talk about why I'm not currently painting, and that's because Pete made these delicious King Arthur pretzel bites. If you, it's $8, but these are delicious. Yum 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 yum. Oh, I forgot I left one there. No, better eat that one. Delicious. Little update. Things have been painted. So I used gold for Oracle, shimmering silver for the ChromaSphere and everything else, and then I finished off with some sequin silver. Thinking about adding color shift to it, but I really don't know. Is it gonna actually do that? I might give it a go, but this is what it looks like. Can't wait to peel it off. And this was my next mistake, which was spray painting it with glow-in-the-dark spray paint. I applied way too much spray paint, and I really should have found an acrylic spray paint, or sorry, an acrylic paint to go over the letterings in the areas that I wanted to glow. But this is my mistake, and unfortunately it just ruined the whole project piece. So I went ahead and tried to peel everything, and it didn't work out. I should have let all the paint dry thoroughly before actually beginning to peel things, and not just using a hair dryer to dry the paint. And I feel like that was a big mistake. I also realized that the engraving itself wasn't deep enough, so the tape and the paint kind of created a layer that peeled off as one. And now we're starting all over again, because that's what I am gonna do. Luckily, I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, and this version is gonna be a lot better. I'm gonna not be so hasty with the paint, and let things dry thoroughly before actually peeling. And I'm probably not gonna do the glow in the dark, because it might not be worth it unless I have a glow in the dark paint, or I use a resin, but I probably wouldn't use a resin. So little mistakes like this often make me not want to continue a project, or at least put the project away for a little while and then come back with renewed interest and reinvigorated by the fact that I didn't have to deal with it for a while. So this is round 2 of making these back plates, and I've learned a lot since round 1, which is do the sponge painting. And I'm going to let this first layer dry, and we'll come back hopefully soon with the next layer, and maybe I'll actually have the time lapse this time. Anyways, that's the end of May, and mistakes happen. So, make the best of it.